Hey! Sorry about that. Yep, something wrong with my PC took a nosedive, and then XSplit took a nosedive, and we couldn't connect to things. So sorry, we are back, and I just want to show you one more little tiny couple of things, which I think you guys are going to be excited about, before we run off into one of our in-game instances. And Jesse's going to talk us through with my. He's going to judge my terrible cable play, or maybe I should get you to play. That might be better. If you played cable, you probably... You see, now your eyes... I've sprung that on you. He's like... Ugh. It's just an ergonomic keyboard. You'd be fine. All right. Okay. Let's have a quick look. So I wanted to show you off another thing. We've heard a lot of feedback from you guys about Stash, about vendors, and so on and so forth. So we have put in a couple of things we think you will like. So number one, we have a Stash summon. And number two, we have a Crafter summon. So if you do that, notice, look. Hologram Hank Pym. There he is. Holo Pym, as he's called. And that gets you access to your crafter. And note that your crafter also gives you access to your stash automatically. So you can summon your stash individually if you want, or you can go ahead and summon a crafter like this. And as you've probably noticed immediately, stash has changed quite considerably. We now have basically stash tabs, multiple stash tabs as general multiple stash tabs, and then multiple stash tabs for crafting as well, and then individual stash tabs for every hero in the game. Yes, these are optional purchases. Everyone starts with a general stash like this, as you can see, and then you can store stuff in there. And yeah, you can put whatever you want in there, but that's a very cool way, an easy way to get access to your stuff. Makes it a lot easier to do your crafting because you don't have to go run back and forth to the stash. You can get pretty much instant access to it. And if you want to craft in the field, with your help of your handy Holo Pym, it can be done. So that's pretty cool. And then there's one other tiny thing that I had to show. I had to really show off using Ben Grimm because this is very Fantastic Four appropriate. We've managed to get in, just squeezed in at the last moment, a little extra cosmetic feature to the game, and I haven't even tried this yet, so I'm gonna look at it. But yep, we have pets. And there's our first pet, one of our first pets. Anyone recognize that guy?
They do. Somebody was like, Herbie!
That is correct, yeah, we have Herbie. It's not limited to Ben Grimm, anyone can have their own personal Herbie if they want one. It's purely cosmetic, he just follows you around, looks fun. And we have a couple other pets, but I'm not going to spoil it. You'll find those in the patch later on today. And we intend to add more pets and have more fun with them over time. All right, so...
Make him follow you around, it's cute.
Follow me, Herbie. There we go.
It's cute. I like how he just follows you and floats.
Yeah, that's all he does.
Anyway, sorry.
Okay. I'm just running him around my Holo Pym. There we go. All right, we're going to head on back to Avengers Tower, and we are going to get on with some endgame here. So what do you think? Do you think I should try? And yeah, I'll give it a go. If I really suck, then you can jump in on the cable thing. Okay, so let's talk about Endgame. So we've been packing in as much Endgame content as we could possibly do in time, and we will be adding more Endgame content over time for sure, no doubt about that. And Endgame is accessed from these three things here, which are called challenge terminals. And you'll see that some of these are daily missions, and then we also have these sort of group challenges and stuff. So daily missions, as David has said before on the stream, are essentially kind of like formalized boss runs. So you get to go in and you can choose one of these daily missions, which are basically harder versions of stuff you've played in the existing game. So, you know, like the Abandoned Subway, where you'll defeat a much tougher Shocker.
You gotta show the game screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good lord. Oh, excuse me. Being professional as usual. Sorry, yeah, so as I was saying, terminals. You'll find these, in this case, in the Hall of Armor at the north part of Avengers Tower. Oh, by the way, the Hall of Armor, totally upgraded. Check it out. So many Iron Men. Anyway, these terminals, as I say, there is a red, a green, and a purple terminal. Green terminals are daily mission terminals, and these green terminals, like I say, are essentially like formalized boss runs. So you get to go through and attack bosses from, go ahead and defeat bosses and go through these harder versions of these existing ones. So you're going to find mobs which have different and tougher affixes. You're going to find bosses that you've defeated before with tougher affixes and different affixes and so on and so forth. So an example here, you know, the Taskmaster Institute. Ryan was playing this the other day, ended up... he's shaking his head right now. It went up against Taskmaster. Taskmaster's a tough fight at the best of times. He had the Taskmaster affix he had was, is it Cosmic Duplicate? I think is the name, which means you get 2 Taskmasters for the price of 1 who are both attacking at the same time. And I think he also had a...
They beat the crap out of it.
Yeah,
Like,
didn't end well.
It was bad.
So there you go. That's some challenging stuff, and of course you're going to get the best loot, and the best stuff from there. We also have these other daily mission terminals. Now these are even tougher. You can see here it requires an item called a cosmic key. Now you get those cosmic keys. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure this is the case, and this is in the help text. So if I'm wrong, then you can correct me later. The cosmic keys are obtained as drops from bosses in the daily missions. And then, last but not least, we have larger scale challenge stuff, and we're going to go in and we're going to try a Madripoor group challenge, which is a 5-man challenge, which is why I have my team assembled here. But of course, I'm going to play as Mr. Summers. Is it Mr. Summers? Is that correct? At least got his surname correct?
Yes.
Or Ascani-san.
Ascani-san, yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah. It's got like 5 names.
Yeah. Just to confuse you. There's Moondragon, for anyone who was wondering where Moondragon ended up. She's there. So, we're going to go ahead and go for this Madripoor group challenge. And we're going to cross our fingers that I'm not going to die. I'm going to die. A lot.
Meanwhile, Jesse and I are trying to figure out all of Cable's names. He has like 5 names. It's not even a joke.
Is there a canon number? If there was an actual number, we could throw it as a trivia question. Name Cable's 5 names.
We just kind of said it.
Well, I was chatting. They probably didn't hear.
Just call him Nate.
They're liking the new load screens, though. I like
pretty good, right? J. Scott Campbell artwork right here. Marco Djurjevic. Djurjevic? That was right the second? Djurjevic, yeah. Artwork as well. We need to release this J. Scott Campbell wallpaper. We haven't done that. We will do before too long. Whoa! Okay. And apparently I'm right in the middle of the action. Wow. How did that happen? I guess we start right in the middle of the action? Is that what happens?
Was this a 5-man?
This is a 5-man.
I'm using my techno-organic virus to heal myself.
So the goal of these 5-mans is...
Speak louder.
Hang on.
I've got the game sound off, by the way, guys, in case you're wondering.
Is the UI not in for the thread?
I'm looking for it.
It's not there.
Yeah, I think this may be an earlier version.
Yeah, so this isn't...
Remember, still a work in progress, everybody. There's going to be stuff in here that you're going to see which is incorrect and
so yeah, what these are is you go up...
Man, I'm getting
there's like
hammered.
Pillars, right? You walk... the map spreads out, and you go down each column, defeating enemies, and you get to
That
the
is
end of
correct,
each.
yeah.
And you have to get a... what is it? What are they called? They have a crazy name now.
There's
Cosmic
a
Rift or something? Or?
You have to close the rifts, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
And then once you close all the rifts, at the very center of the map, like a crazy boss will show up with a crazy affix.
Yeah.
Or
So
maybe more than one crazy affix.
So I think this one that we're looking at right now has 4 arms, and there's 3 rifts, and you need to basically travel down at least 3 of the 4 arms and close the rifts, and then when you return, a boss will spawn, and that boss will have some added affixes and will be a little bit tougher than previous versions.
As you guys can tell, I didn't really have a chance to sort of figure out what's going on. Maybe we had a little bit of a load issue there.
So yeah.
Showing off this concussion rifle was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, ultimate power. Forgot about that. I thought I had that map there. I meant to teleport. Whoops. Welcome to Stephen Plays Cable Really Badly. You guys are going to show me up with this later on.
I'm telling you, Jesse should play him. You got a perfect.
Hey, I made that suggestion, but
I like his self-heal. It's really neat.
I need to use that self-heal again. There we go. I like that. Healing myself up. That's cool.
So yeah, the thing that I like to do is that 1-2 combo with that rifle, and then once you've got a guy stunned, chuck out the grenade.
Like that.
So he's locked in place.
Damage over time, and he's down. Beautiful. I like the concussion rifle mostly because it shoots in this kind of wacko, crazy, round corners way. That's just too much fun. Look at that! That's so fun! I'm sorry.
Is that Jean with her pink?
As you demanded it,
Yeah.
fans said she should be pink. They're like, all right then.
Now she's pink.
Whoa! Look at it go! I'm sorry. I'm having way too much fun with that. Look at it! That's awesome. Sorry. That is a lot of fun.
It's shoot it and forget it.
Fire and forget, literally.
Yep.
All right, so we should probably try and head off to a mission objective. So you guys realize this is Endgame. It's supposed to be pretty tough. So
You're getting your butt kicked. And
I am getting my butt
What level
kicked.
are you? 39?
I'm level 33.
Fans demand you pick up that epic loot.
You see, the problem is normally, as you guys have watched me on this stream, normally speaking, I'm pick up everything that I can find. But when I'm being attacked, I generally, I look for other stuff. Whatever. It wasn't too much. I only got one purple there, so not super excited.
How do you know it wasn't the best purple ever?
It could have been.
Like, this
Actually,
could
you know
be
what? I haven't
the
even.
purple
That's one of the
fruit.
reasons why I'm dying. I just realized I haven't even equipped myself.
Yeah.
I haven't got any
you're,
loot.
you're not actually.
I'm not
geared out
actually
right
geared
now.
up in any way.
No gear?
Whoops! I knew there was something I forgot.
You just really like shooting in the wrong direction, don't you?
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about Cable so far. That right there.
That's
throwing shooting the gun in the opposite direction.
I was
That's the
wondering
best
why
thing.
you look so weak. Yeah, you should have gotten gear before you.
Yeah, I am.
spec yourself.
Yeah, I can spec myself before I wreck myself.
What? Is that an Ice Cube reference?
Well, that's true though, right? I mean,
Yeah, you should give yourself.
All right,
some
I should
gear.
probably.
Oh.
Wait.
You-
Where's all the good stuff? It's all. Oh, there we go. Let's grab some of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the
Yeah,
things too you can do with that homing shot is you can fire it ahead,
Right.
and it'll actually go out, and if it finds someone before it reaches its max distance, it'll go into them. So you can use it a little bit as a hint of like, oh, fire it ahead of yourself. Oh, hey, look, it turned. There's a dude over there. Engage.
Yeah. There we go. I'm totally cheating again, guys, but just don't worry about it. It's all good. There we go. Now I got some gear. Now I probably won't die as much. All right. Back to the action. Okay, so we got to go down one of these spokes here. Oh, that's more like it. Look at that. Kicking butt now. It's just too good. I want that on every character. Every character needs a homing rifle fiery thing. That's great.
Steve, why don't you focus on killing things?
I'm sorry. I'm not as hardcore as you guys in the stream, you know that, right? We've had this conversation before. You guys are way more hardcore than I am. I was trying to show... Oh yeah, so this is the psychokinetic barrier here, as you can tell. Which is not very useful when the guy's running around it. But useful when there's a bunch of guys in the...
So that one takes a little bit of leading. You want to set it in front of the guys so they run through it. But you can basically close off any sort of choke point with it.
So one thing I should mention is this said Madripoor group jungle, I guess, on the jungle group or whatever, on the endgame boss terminal. But as you can tell, we're seeing purifier guys in here. Mobs are random, isn't that correct? Or random to a certain degree in these areas. Is that fair, Jesse? Or
From what I've seen, it picks up kind of a few groups.
yeah, so
and-
you're not going to
and mixes
necessarily
those
see the
together.
same guys every time, because obviously normally in Madripoor you do not see strikers men. You see, see if I can. Oh, look, there they go. They ran through.
Yeah, when we did this the other day,
Oh, I'm god moded. Thanks, Deadpool.
when we did this the other day, there were.
Oh, what did we just find? Look, check it out. Oh, did you see that there? Did you see that there? That
What
was
did
one
you
of the. We got the Modok dinosaur.
Oh, those are new. Yeah,
Yes, your eyes did not deceive you. You just saw a dinosaur head on top of a Modok body.
it's like a little rocket tube. It's very
Yeah,
awesome.
the-
It's the weirdest.
Possibly
thing
the
ever.
weirdest
T-Rex
guy
rocket.
that we have in the game right now, I would say, is the T-Rex surgically attached to a Modok chair. Not even joking. Thank you, Marvel, for allowing us to do such craziness.
I know. I can't believe I said yes. It's so weird. It's so cool.
All right, we're gonna get down one of these spooky
Clint,
army
our guest
things.
from last time, actually made those guys.
Yep, Clint,
He designed
twisted
them.
genius that he is, made those.
How's Spider-Man's ultimate? We could since they can't see it,
We can describe some of them.
we can describe it because it's going to be in the patch notes.
Spider-Man's
blah,
ultimate
blah.
power, was that the question?
Yeah. So Jesse, you designed it, so you should probably tell them what it is because they're going to be able to read the tooltip in 40 minutes anyway. So we might
Yeah,
as
we
well
might as well tell
explain
them.
what it is.
That's fine.
So we took a couple of passes at that one before we had something that felt good. But Spider-Man, the effect you're going to get is going to be not too different from Hulk. Spider-Man's going to jump up taunt everyone into him, gain massive dodge, and then slam a giant ball of webs down onto the ground and just kind of decimate the entire screen.
I'm going to guess that's going to use up all of his web fluid. Are we going to have a, web fluid is out kind of situation?
That'd be terrible.
It'd be kind of evil of us really to do that, but,
It would have to
I'm
run
just
out
saying.
every time you fight a boss.
Hey, Peter Parker is not a man with a lot of money.
Yeah.
So,
every time you come to a boss fight, you would instantly lose all your web fluid.
he's going to run out
'Cause
of
he only runs out when
web
it's
fluid.
important.
If I had a second in all this, I'd be remapping my. Actually, I think I do. There we go. No, I don't. Okay. Remapping my keys here because I wanted to use my dimensional teleport thingy.
Colossus's ultimate. Man, we should have shown that.
Colossus's ultimate, I think we should leave as a surprise.
Yeah. That's fair. It's too cool.
Suffice to say, it is very much requested and quite iconic.
It's one of his moves he hasn't gotten as a normal power yet.
Although he did get 2 new normal powers that are freaking awesome.
Yeah, we almost showed you Colossus, and you'll see him. He's very cool. He's got some really nice new additions. So that's exciting.
He's got. I'd have to check what was released into the beta before, but I think he may have as many as 3 new attack powers.
Yeah, I think so.
So he actually is, I think, one of our first characters to go beyond 23 powers. I'd have to look at the exact numbers.
Yeah,
he's ended up with a lot of power.
Yeah.
He has the most powers in the game now of.
He got a lot of changes
characters.
too on his powers.
Yeah.
Like Jesse completely redesigned a lot of the ways some of them work together, which is going to have some really cool combinations for people that like Colossus and want to play him as like somebody who could do combos and do big damage and stuff.
The short version is we gave Colossus love.
They gave him some love. Yeah, he's cool. He deserves it.
I'm just going to fire in the opposite direction at all times.
Oh my god.
So
are you going down one of the arms right now?
I think we are.
Try to clear.
They are.
We're trying.
They're going down. I think the northwest arm, the upper left.
The likelihood of us finishing this run before the game is actually live is slim. But you never know. We might do.
Yeah. So these 5-mans will take a little bit of time, and one of the things too that I think you can. I don't know if you can see it on the right side of the screen, but they're.
Oh yeah, you might not be able to see it, but yeah, there it is.
There's not only a certain number of rifts you need to close, but you need to do all of this in a certain number of lives. So every time one of you guys gets downed, even though you can be helped back up.
I didn't realize this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even though you can be helped back up by your teammates, there's only so many times you can be helped up as a group before.
Oh, cool.
So
the whole
essentially,
thing
all of us
fails
have
out.
like 2 and a bit. Whoa, okay. We got some fast running Hydra guys in here.
Lots of affix. We have a ton of new affixes, by
There's
the way.
so many new affixes.
Yeah, new mob affixes and boss affixes, and they're pretty
It's getting
awesome.
a little crazy.
So these guys have haste, like a special haste one, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on.
Yep.
That quick one's actually an older one, but there's a bunch of new ones, like the one we talked about earlier, Cosmic Duplicate, which beat me into the dirt.
Beat you badly.
Beat me into the dirt. Made me cry. Almost. I think I was accidentally playing a really high level Endgame daily, so I didn't really
Didn't
work
really
out.
realize what you were doing.
Yeah, that was.
So I mean, we said that Endgame was designed to challenge you guys, and we want you to be able to get the best loot in the game, which is going to be here. There is a lot more to this, and this is not the biggest group challenge we have at all. The larger scale challenges are kind of sort of like PCZs, and they have timers on them. So basically, one opens, and then you have an amount of time in which you can get into them. You do need what's called a cosmic key to enter one. Cosmic keys are found as loot. They can also be purchased in the shop for a nominal fee. The whole point being that you sort of have this limited window of time in which you can get in and compete and get your cool loot from that. Did we go the right way? Should we have gone north? I think we should have gone north.
You gotta go down every arm.
Oh, that's true.
I mean,
we
yeah,
gotta
you
find
guys-
these energy rifts.
You guys are still in one arm.
Man,
they're
this is huge.
quite long and quite difficult. Because as soon as you finish one of the arms, too, the difficulty is going to ratchet
the
up again.
difficulty goes
Oh yeah,
up.
that's the other thing. We got this sort of increasing difficulty thing. Do you want to talk about the wave challenge stuff? Because
Yeah, we should talk about that because there's 3 kinds of endgame. We talked about dailies, which are repeating former instances with crazy new affixes, more higher difficulty. like crazy stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then we have these, the 5-mans, where you close different portals to fight a crazy affixed out high level boss. And then we have the wave battles, which how many players can now fit in them?
Last time I saw it was 15-man.
Right. So if you want to explain the 15-man, if you
So yeah, last I saw, we were doing these wave battles a little bit more arcadey. So you want to get through a certain number of waves of enemies, and it's time based. So clear out as many enemies in each wave in the time given, and then progress to the next wave. I think you can have about between 10 and 15 people right now.
Right.
And when you get through all of the waves and clear all of them, then you get to fight a boss, and then that is another chance to get more awesome loot.
Yeah, and then another mechanic that's in there is the threat level.
Yes.
For them. So with the threat level for the wave battles, it constantly increases. And you lower it by doing objectives, by killing enemies, and by closing the cosmic...
Yeah.
Yeah, I
by
think
collecting cosmic shards.
Yes.
I forget what the name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the threat level will go up. Like, we had it a couple weeks ago where we had like a level 20-something threat level, and like the mobs were getting pretty ridiculous last time I played. And like the boss at the end just kind of destroyed me in one hit because I wasn't
Whoa.
careful. So
Scarlet Witch just laid some serious.
but yeah,
down.
it's pretty crazy. I really like the ratcheting up difficulty, and basically if you let the difficulty get too high, you will never be able to beat that boss.
Yep.
Once the timer.
So constant destruction of enemies is
Yep.
required.
Yeah, if you're not killing them fast enough, you're not going to be able to beat that boss.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna call us as an action RPG for nothing.
Oh yeah, you got to.
Yeah, and when we've done it, it's required a lot of coordination. You don't want to get separated because your friends will help you back up if you get downed. But if everyone gets downed, it's just game over. Got to start over.
I just want to point out, do not expect any coordination from this group today. I think at this point we've run around this section of the map at least twice. Let's go down this way.
Yep.
I think we're going back on ourselves is my concern.
Mhm.
Here we go, right around this corner.
You guys haven't gone to this area yet.
Keeping the sound off, guys, just because you know it will get super loud. And to hear these guys talk. So Jesse, we always ask anyone, when we bring them on the stream, who do you want in the game? And you have this could end up being your actual day job someday. So, who do you want to design?
Oh, there's so many great characters that I would like. I'm kind of an X-Man guy, so I'd love
X-Man, as in X-Man.
Yeah, the character X-Men.
Yes. I kind of mean both. I'm my comics are X-Men comics predominantly, but I do like X-Man. I don't think he would fit very well into this game, but
I'll tell you, there is a person. This is a nice segue for me. There is a fan of ours on our subreddit. We are on Reddit. If you haven't heard, we have a little subreddit which I spent some time in, and we are doing an AMA tomorrow with David Grevick. David Grevick? Who's he? David Brevik's twin brother.
It's his cousin.
Hey, we found an energy rifty thing.
Yep.
Let's close it.
Okay, 3 more.
Enemies grow stronger. Only 3 more to go, guys.
Yeah, so the threshold just went up.
Yep.
And yeah, now things got tougher. Yeah, we're doing an AMA tomorrow with David Brevick at, I want to say 1 to 3 p.m. Pacific time, which would be 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, Eastern Daylight, excuse me, and 9 to midnight in, 8 to 11, excuse me, London time, 9 to midnight in Central Europe. So yeah, feel free to check it out and ask David some questions. We're going to answer as many as we can. But the reason I said that was that we have a huge X-Man fan on Reddit who was asking me about the possibility of Nate Gray is it Nate Gray?
Yes.
Nick Gray?
Ever appearing in the game, and he even gave some suggestions on what his tree should be like. So I'll point you to that post.
I'll take a read. I think for me and for this game, the guy I'd really love to see is Iceman.
We've had a few requests for him in the past. Yeah.
I'd
I'd love to see Iceman purely on the way he would look. Like the visuals of seeing him slide around and do all that kind of stuff would be, I think.
I mean, I'd love to see what could be done with his ice powers and also his regeneration in ice form, and maybe a crazy Age of Apocalypse style.
Oh, the spikes and
spiky ultimate that he has, or
He
something.
has so
like,
many cool costumes too. Like, I mean,
he's
he's had a lot of looks for a guy who's basically made of ice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and even the stuff that came up in X-Force, Uncanny X-Force.
Oh,
They did the crossover where
that was great.
there was some interesting stuff there that I hadn't seen before with him. So
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of possibilities with him as a
Whoa!
character,
Getting killed
you
here.
know,
Run
both
away!
fictionally and video game wise. So
Oh, first defeat. Party member down.
Who died?
Me. How does that surprise you?
It doesn't.
Difficulty level did get harder though. Yeah, we need to finish out the roster of the original X-Men. So we really need Beast, Dark Beast. We'll appreciate that. We need. We obviously need Iceman, and we need Angel. We need Angel. All right, back in the fight. Of course, as you said, the difficulty level did go up, so it's becoming a little harder now. Where am I? Oh my God! We got two other guys down. Just wanted to point out. Look, map changes. Look, you can see where your guys are. Who are having
Well, they
some
run off
problems.
screen. Can't you see them at the corner of your screen, or is that an option? I believe it's an option. We have options now.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option. That's cool.
yeah, I believe that's something that you can set in the options menu.
But it's nice that you can just see the little map icons.
Yeah. So not only can you see their map icons, but you'll be able to see where they are off screen for you. So it'll show the direction. Stop facing the other way.
It's fun! Don't deny me my fun. I'm just going to endlessly do that. It's going to be my thing all the time. All right, you guys say you're going to be playing in like 25 minutes, so anyone have any questions, either for Jesse or for us? We'll try our best to answer. Just throw them out there in the chat. I'm going to die again.
We might need to, I have to get out there and get patch notes out there.
That's true.
They're asking. They want to see what's new, besides what we're showing.
We'll warn you in advance, the patch notes today are not going to be the final versions. We have a lot of changes, and we've been going through a lot of stuff, and a lot of things came in late, so it won't be final, but
It's going to be a pretty quick, like...
we're going to do an overview, and then we will continue to add some more. How did a Doombot end up in the middle of Madrigal?
Where?
Right there. He was right there. There was a Doombot.
Well, it's, cosmic wackiness.
Cosmic craziness.
Did somebody just yell LOL?
Yeah, Deadpool is.
What?
LOL.
That's awesome. What does that? Is that when God mode activates?
No, I don't think so. I think it's
No?
just one of his random
You know,
ones.
I'm not as familiar with
Yeah.
Deadpool. I'd have to go ask the guy working on him. What
Do you remember the name?
so cool.
I should know this. The our cable actor. I can't remember his name. He has a suitable cable-like voice. So like I said, any quick questions? Ryan's anxious to go make you patch notes.
Not blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Animation
Hey, what was that there?
changes.
What was that there, Ryan? Oh, look, check it out. What's that
Oh,
running away
it's-
from me on the
it's-
street? Oh, what
what is that?
what's that?
What is-
What?
Does anybody know what that is?
What does that look like?
Why are you killing him so bad?
I'm not killing him. It was a Scarlet Witch. Look, he's running away.
I don't think anybody knows who that is.
Nobody figured that out? Okay. Well, yeah, I guess you'll have to just figure it out when you see
Somebody
it in the
said
game.
Slimer. Somebody said Goblin.
You see it in the game?
That is not who the poor guy is.
See it in the game?
Dupe. Exactly.
That's right. Dupe! We
We
managed to shove Dupe in the very last minute. Dupe is our little random loot goblin guy.
Yeah, he's like a treasure goblin. He will appear, and he usually leads you, as he did there.
As he did, actually, yeah. Led us into trouble.
Yeah, he has a tendency to really be friends with the mobs. Oh wow, now you're fighting a lot of Laverian guards.
mobs, yeah.
Yeah, so which I really like that it's so dynamic. The wave battles are really dynamic. Like you'll just get every wave will have like 5 different categories
yeah.
of mob. Like I was fighting dinosaurs and like Latvian guys and like AIM guys. It was
Oh
crazy.
yeah, yeah. We were doing. I think we had one wave today that was all like Hell's Kitchen thugs, and
Really,
the next
but
wave was
super
like
powered up.
Next wave was like all brood. It's just like ah.
Yeah,
Rude and
it kind of
and
messes
thugs
with you because
getting together.
we're getting so many different kinds of mobs. We have a lot of new kinds of mobs in this version. That like when you have to fight them all mixed together, it starts to create some really crazy situations, and it's exciting. I don't know, it's different.
Yeah. And Sentinels.
It's like it's like I
Sentinels.
never had to think about fighting a Sentinel while fighting Brood, or like stuff like that. And like this game now with the endgame modes, it creates that kind of craziness.
Yeah,
It's great.
You want to keep your group of 10 people together.
Yeah.
Any questions before we That's what you're here for, right? Find those questions. Amongst other things.
Well, all heroes have a third resource. Only some. It's the
Yeah,
answer to that
not
one.
all.
Not all.
Because we reserve the right to change
Is
these
Cosmic
things,
Key a
but-
one-time use? I believe they are one-time
They are.
use.
Yes.
They are one-time use.
They're,
Remember, you can get them as loot.
Oh, yeah, right. You can earn them through
Yeah.
waves and stuff.
And there will be different of the different kinds of battles. I think there's one that's free to enter for each type.
Yeah.
Right, that
Yeah.
don't cost keys.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
I believe through those you can earn keys, right?
correct.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's right.
I'm not gonna say you grind those, but you can. And if you can earn keys that way.
Mhm.
Stephen, this is actually for you directly. Somebody's saying that
Da-da-da.
Reddit is advertising that Thursday is actually the.
What day is it today?
It's the 13th today.
It's Tuesday.
It's
I don't know what day it is.
Today
It's the
is
14th.
Tuesday the 14th.
I'm sorry,
So
you're right.
it's
Reddit's
Thursday
correct.
the
I'm
16th.
just losing my mind. Yes, it's Thursday.
new locations soon. There
Apologies.
are new locations in Endgame, but we're not going to tell you what they are.
There are a couple of new locations, yeah, but new chapters, no, not soon, certainly not before launch. That's all additional post-launch content. I'm down again, unsurprisingly, laid on the side down.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's see.
Captain Marvel's
Have
not
all
doing
character
well.
skills been changed or tweaked? I would say a lot.
A lot of them, yeah.
Most of
Which
them.
one of the reasons why the patch notes are taking a while is that we have to go through and look at every single
So
change.
many changes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
lots of changes.
And we've done a big pass to try and even out the damage on characters.
Right.
So there's probably very few powers that didn't at least get some minor damage adjustment on them.
Right. Like, yeah, because certain characters, I'm not going to name names, were a little bit overtuned before to some other characters. So everybody is, I don't know, I feel like everybody's in a better place now. So that people won't be grabbed,
Yeah.
won't
In a
just be
happy
like,
place?
this is the guy.
And specifically, like, melee guys should have a much easier time than they did.
Right. Which is great. That's been a concern for the community, I know. That they,
I
melee
finally
guys
put
got it hard
I
out
finally
there.
took the 2 seconds with my teleport on the right mouse button.
Oh, really?
So now, yeah.
Oh, you switch it back?
Teleport insanity.
It's
now.
great.
Yep.
Whoop. Teleport feels really fun. I don't know, it's just like
Behind you.
ridiculous. Did they remove?
Of course, I've managed to kill myself using.
Somebody asked about.
I was having fun.
This guy, Voxgeyser, is a big Colossus fan. He was asking if they removed Mighty Kick. I know a lot of people didn't like the old animation, and I know that got changed. The animation got changed.
The animation got changed, so it's much more of a kind of big sidekick.
Right.
But the power is still there. It's actually changed now to, well, patch notes are going up.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can talk about anything that's going on right now.
So Mighty Kick is now his right click. We moved block off of right click and put Mighty Kick in there, and we pulled in the knockback and increased the damage. So it's not so much a get out of jail free card anymore as it is just a little bit more of a single target, not quite single target, but more of a kind of big spam attack that you can use on guys.
Or all skills.
Guys like hanging out in the
implemented.
gazebo.
All abilities are in for launch now. Somebody asked if all skills were implemented. So I believe every ability that's going to be in by launch should be in by now. I think, unless somebody has something that's being held. I don't know. That's a big statement. I guess.
I'm not sure about that exactly. I know that we've wanted to add more powers to characters that already exist, and we've talked about some ways to do that, but I don't know how far we're going to be able to go
there's
for
still
launch.
Time, yeah, there's still time. And even so, there's also post-launch.
But I wouldn't expect a large number of new powers
Right.
going in past this point for launch.
Let's see. Any... Is Colossus is super from the X-Men arcade game? No, it's not. Although that would be awesome. Where he just shouts and explodes. Like he just goes, ah! And he blows up.
Think comics, guys.
Yeah, think
not,
comics, not ridiculous blowing
not video
up.
games.
Yeah. It's been so long
Let's
since
see.
I've played that.
I know, it's great. They haven't. That's good. Never mind.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Servers are opening up really soon. Much as I'd like to continue through and show you me dying, we've only got 4 lives left. We may not even make it at this point. We've got 1 rift closed. and many more.
Yep. And it's just
We've
gonna
got
get
3
harder.
more levels of difficulty. Wow! So I'm sure you guys are going to be much better at this than I am.
Can you say beta one more time? You know, we're almost
Beta?
We're
Beta?
You know, yeah. So,
I heard.
Yeah, so
Beta.
we're almost to the point where you won't be.
I
Able
won't be able to say it
that.
anymore.
It won't be
It's
relevant.
true. It won't be. A. Oh, I'm gonna die.
You're gonna
There we
die.
go. Really should
So
pay
yeah, if
attention to my
anybody
health.
thinks that the game's too easy, you can see that. Yeah.
I don't think I'm a good example.
Endgame,
really.
once the threat level starts rising, though, gets
Yeah, it helps
really
if you know
crazy.
vaguely what you're doing. I'm sure that I haven't got myself in any way geared up in the correct way or anything else. But yeah, thank you very much for. This is a great way to end the stream. Thank you for watching as I die a lot. As always, hopefully, if there was some sort of confusion with the title cards earlier on, we are still in early game access for Ultimate Pack owners as of May 28th. We are live for the actual game launch on June 4th. Founders Packs are of course still available and will be available all the way through till the beginning of early game access, and possibly even further. We're just debating that right now. So if you haven't had a chance to pick one up, then think about it. Of course, no need to if you don't want to. You can play the game entirely for free. Pick your favorite starter hero, play through the entire game for free, get other heroes as loot, and get into things like this crazy endgame for free as well. Thanks very much for watching. Thank you very much, Jesse, for hanging out. He could have designed like 3 powers in the time. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Thanks for Ryan for taking the questions, and we will see you guys soon, and enjoy the game tonight. All right, bye.